If you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe and become part of this community. Oh, and also, go cop that fresh merch and listen to my new album in the description. It seems like we're getting some new music from DJ Khaled and none other than Drake. At least that's what DJ Khaled has been teasing at, in a couple of posts and a couple of statements he's made. And today I wanted to go over all the evidence we have for these new Drake tracks coming out, and also when, a new DJ Khaled album might end up dropping with those new Drake and maybe even Kanye tracks. I'm going to get into that a little bit later on as well, when that might actually come out. So let's jump straight into it. So the first thing I want to go over is a clip from an interview that DJ Khaled posted to his Instagram story. And in there, he also went over the topic of him and Drake dropping new music together. He said, "Me and Drake, first of all, we brothers. That's family. And 2022, if you're asking, does Khaled and Drake have something? Of course, we're always going to have something. We're family." He went on to say, "But it gotta come out a certain way. I gotta bring it out to the world in a certain way because our records are special. I'm not gonna tell you when, but I'm gonna tell you when it comes. It's coming. You can hear it." So in here he's announcing definitely that in 2022, so still this year that is just started, we're gonna get some new music from DJ Khaled and Drake. They last worked together on those Khaled tracks, Popstar and Grease. Well, they were actually released a year before Khaled dropped, and were it's just to date they're the ones doing the best off of the record. At least they're the ones that chart at the highest and have the most streams. And those records, I think, were only put on there to kind of increase the sales of the actual album, because the album itself wasn't really that good and also didn't perform that well, maybe aside from that Baby and Durkio track. But other than that, the album was pretty weak compared to other DJ Khaled albums commercially as well. So it seems like this time he's going that route again of releasing a Drake track, which is sure to get a big hype, some TikTok dances, a lot of press coverage to hype up his release, to get some numbers in already before releasing the actual album, which is a pretty, good strategy. It's always worked for him. The Drake and Khaled songs were always pretty good. I'm thinking about For Free, or I'm On One, or there was another one as well that was really big. So the two of them have always been able to come out with a track that the people like. So in 2022, we're gonna get some new stuff from them. There were also some footage of them just working together. For example, we've seen this picture of Khaled in his studio FaceTiming Drake. Apparently they're busy right now working on that, so it probably won't come out anytime soon, but rather later on in the year. A DJ Khaled album usually comes out in May, or April, May, June, the beginning of summer, and so it will make sense if this year it happens again. This happened in 2019 with Father of Assad. This happened in 2020 or 2021, with Khaled, and it will likely happen again this year, especially also since he says that he got a Drake record coming out. It's likely that the Drake record will release in April, I think, or May, and then the album a couple of weeks after that. That is my prediction so far, but it seems like they're working right now, so it's somewhat in the near future, but I would say a couple of months in, we're gonna get something like that. Drake also then doubled down on this idea of him releasing new music soon by posting to his Instagram story now, so Drake's own Instagram story, that he's in the studio. We can see him in his we've seen this studio setup before, where it's this big TV screen that they just have some cool vibey ambient footage on there, just set the mood. We've seen that with the one snippet for CLB, for example, and we can see that he is in the booth recording. We can see the microphone right there, we can see the soundproof installation right there. So he's in the studio working. Now it's of course not sure if this is concerning this DJ Khaled release, but this happened a day or two after, so it only made sense after people started speculating about him and Khaled having a record together, and now he's also posting that he's in the studio and posting that he's working on something. It was just kind of like a little, thing that went down, and people started talking about new Drake music again. DJ Khaled also made some waves after he was spotted, or after he made the videos himself, with Kanye at his studio, and they were recording something. You'll probably have seen this. This was the whole thing where DJ Khaled just couldn't stop yelling, "Ye vocals are secured." Go watch that video. You can find it basically everywhere. He's just screaming, and he seemed not sober, and he was always like, yo, Ye vocals secured and all that. So, apparently the Ye vocals are secured, but they were working as well. So it seems like DJ Khaled is actually in the process of making a new record. He said that on the song that the Ye vocals are now on, by the way, they're secured. In case you didn't know, the Ye vocals are secured. On the track, he's trying to put some more people on there. So it seems like right now he's in the process of, reaching out to artists, trying to get them on the songs for his albums, just like the usual DJ Khaled album process creation goes down. So 2 features already confirmed for this new DJ Khaled album are, Drake, obviously, and Kanye, obviously. For the rest of them, we don't really know yet, but it's going to be, likely the same people that have been on the last 2 records, plus a couple of newcomers, just like Baby and Durkio were on Khaled right before Voice of the Heroes dropped. So it made sense for them to hype that up in that way. But those 2 are confirmed, and this only, further secures that DJ Khaled is about to drop an album. As I said, probably the beginning of summer. I'm guessing late April or May, just going off of past release schedules and also going off the type of music that, he's always making and trying to make some feel-good music for the summer. There's always a spot where like DJ Khaled comes in and tries to make like a summer hit, and I feel like this time it could be the same way as well. As I said, that Drake clip or that Drake picture we saw on his story of him being in the studio doesn't necessarily have to be related to that DJ Khaled post. It could also be him working on new music himself again. I feel like both of them, DJ Khaled with Khaled and Drake with CLB, gotta make a comeback in some way, because both of those albums were just really unsatisfactory. Like, I did not enjoy either of those albums. So if Drake comes back with a new album this year and Khaled comes back with a new album this year that are actually solid, then I would really appreciate that, especially Drake. He's got to prove himself again, because CLB was just, y'all know my opinion on this. I made a lot of videos about this. We argued in the Discord about this a lot. By the way, go join the Discord. Go join that Discord right now. Best hip-hop community on this planet. We argued about that a whole lot. I just thought that CLB was very lazy, very boring, and I just don't enjoy it. The same goes for Khaled, except for that Baby track, as I just said. So both of them working together could mean that both of them could be coming out with a brand new album in 2022, and Khaled announced that Drake is going to drop a track with him still in 2022. So that's the confirmations we got so far. Also Kanye on that new DJ Khaled record. So yeah, that's all the stuff that we have so far about this Drake and Khaled and Ye and just all new records. Now, that is all of my opinions that I just said. Now I want to know what you think about this. Are you excited for this DJ Khaled and Drake track, for this DJ Khaled and Kanye track? When do you think this track is dropping? Do you think that this is a part of DJ Khaled's new album? When do you think that is dropping? Do you think Drake was recording for his own album in that Instagram picture? And what do you think, those tracks could sound like with Drake and Kanye on there? Let me know in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and y'all take care.